Damage to fishery and income losses from the oil spill in Oriental Mindoro has hit over 800 million pesos. The national government is now looking for other possible fishing grounds to help affected fisherfolk. The Defense Department has taken exemption to claims made by Chinese Ambassador Wang Zilian that the Philippines has been stoking conflict by offering the U.S. access to bases near Taiwan. The department says the Philippines is in no way meddling with China's internal affairs. And more success stories on the recently concluded 2022 bar examinations. We'll get to know two bar passers and their inspiring stories. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. The Defense Department is objecting to remarks by Chinese Ambassador Wang Zilian accusing the Philippines of meddling with the issue on Taiwan. In a statement, the agency noted that the country's primary concern is the safety of Filipinos working in Taiwan. They added that the Philippines also observes the One China policy and that the country follows the principle of non-interference in this case. However, the department maintained that it will prepare for any contingencies to ensure the safety of Filipinos in the territory. DND issued the statement in response to claims from the Chinese envoy that the Philippines had been provoking geopolitical tensions by allowing expanded U.S. access to military bases. President Bongbong Marcos led the distribution of government assistance in the municipality of Pola on Saturday. Now, aside from cash aid, the government also gave out boats to fisherfolk affected by the oil spill in Oriental Mindoro. In his speech, the president vowed to help the livelihood of those affected by the fishing ban. Marcos Jr. added that they will talk to nearby LGUs to see if they will allow affected fishermen to fish in their areas. So far, 70% of coastal areas damaged by the oil spill had been cleaned.
Hihingi tayo ng permiso para makapangisda. Yung mga tiga dito ay makapunta na doon. Yung iba naman na possible fishing grounds, malayo naman. Kaya't kailangan natin isipin na maghanap ng mas malaki na bangka para makalaot sila ng mas malayo-layo.
Meanwhile, Oriental Mindoro Governor Bons Dolor announced that the prime tourist spot, Puerto Galera, failed its water quality test. The announcement came days after Tourism Secretary Cristina Franco went scuba diving to show that the beaches remain untouched by the spill. Now, recent estimates by the BFAR show that the damages caused by the slick has now reached over 800 million pesos.
Ang Puerto Galera nananatiling bukas, ang tourism naman natin hindi lang dagat. For the meantime, considering that there is the findings of poor quality on water as far as grease and oil is concerned, we are advising the public to take cautions.
The National Food Authority looks to increase its buffer stock with imported rice, but one agri-group is opposing this, saying that importing rice will just be more costly.
There is a need to increase the country's rice buffer stock. That's according to President and Agriculture Chief Bongbong Marcos. This is to make sure we have enough supply for the lean months and reserve stock for relief operations during times of calamity. To augment the country's rice buffer stock, the National Food Authority is proposing to import around 330,000 metric tons of rice.
Mababa ang buffer stock ng NFA, kailangan bumili yung NFA para umabot siya ng at least 9 days na buffer stock. So yun ang pinaplano natin ngayon kung paano nila gagawin. Dahil ang NFA, kailangan ibibilhin nila yung kanilang buffer stock, bibilhin nila sa local producer.
In a video message, President Marcos said that the government would have to weigh the implications of importing more rice.
Ang problema, kapag sila ay pumasok sa merkado, pag sila'y namili na para i-replace yung buffer stock na nakulang nila, ay tataas naman ang presyo ng bigas. Siguro, ang magagawa natin ay ang pagbili ay hindi bigla, hindi malaki.
But as early as now, agriculture group SINAG is opposing any plans to import. SINAG says the country has enough reserve supply of rice until August, even without importation. Instead, SINAG is urging the NFA to buy palay directly from local farmers, since it would also be cheaper compared to importing. According to SINAG, the landed cost of imported rice would be around 36 pesos per kilo, while buying local would only cost around 21 pesos per kilo. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Here's the Watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The USD Golden Tigresses struck down the Ateneo Blue Eagles in a 4-set win at the UAAP Season 85 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Aya Laure and Aimee Hernandez led the Tigresses to victory. Ateneo star Faith Nisperos tried to block the win with her season best 31 points, allowing them to take the third set. But the Golden Duo was just too much for the Blue Eagles, with Laure ending the fourth set for USD. Ateneo is now on the brink of losing out on a Final Four spot if NU wins against FEU today. Meanwhile, the Adamson Lady Falcons beat the still winless UE Lady Warriors in a 4-set match. It was Adamson's game for the first 3 sets, but a burst of energy from Lady Warrior Van Bangayan in the 4th set threatened to take Adamson to a 5th. But Bangayan's efforts were deterred by Lucille Alonte, who broke the 25-all tie at the last set. The country welcomes a fresh set of lawyers, and with that comes more stories of hope and sweet success. Cebuano attorney Gabriel Baez couldn't believe he clinched a spot in the top 10 of the 2022 bar exam. Baez took 6th place with a grade of 87.25%, the only Cebuano top-notcher in the bar exam. Baez shares that he was never top of his class as a law student in the University of San Carlos, but he made up for it with sheer hard work and diligence. Now, because of his achievement, his alma mater wants Baez to nominate a student who will receive a scholarship for any course in the university.
Excitement at that sense of being humble. The heart of this profession is really to serve the people and everything.
Meanwhile, the 2022 bar exam also welcomed its first visually impaired passer, attorney Anthony Mark Emokling. Speaking to 1PH, Emokling said that that was actually his 4th try in the bar exam, but neither past failures nor his disability deterred him. Emokling said he wants to be a human rights lawyer, which he believes the country is very much in need of.
Sobrang saya po sa pakiramdam, parang hindi ko pa na-fully realize yung na nakapasa na pala ako. Doon po sa mga katulad ko pumasa sa bar exam, lagi po natin tandaan na yung practice of law is a sacrifice to serve the people. And doon sa mga hindi din po pumasa, tsaga lang, nauna lang kami. Susunod din kayo.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.